I've done several natty or nots on people. Do you think that all these people are going to walk up to me and say, I want to beat you up now? Jeff Cavalier going to approach me at a hotel and say, yeah, let's throw hands, Coach Greg. This is ridiculous. Coach Greg, and have you seen the drama between Joey Stax and Big Boy and the Strength Cartel? It's blowing up the internet. Everyone's doing a video about it. And I said, I gotta come to the bottom of this. So I researched all points of view, and I must say, after doing the research, I've changed my mind on who was in the right, who was in the wrong. I'm gonna explain all the drama, what caused it, what started, what's going on, and what is my opinion on who's in the right. And so I encourage you to watch the full video. There's several out there. Watch various opinions. I'm giving you mine. I'm not saying mine's right. It's what I think. I want to know in the comment section, what do you think? And so this all started when Joey Stax made a video about Big Boy and the Strength Cartel, calling him out, telling him, here's the truth behind Big Boy. I'm going to tell you what he's really like in person, what he came from, the lies he's been saying, and so on. And so he made the video and he never held back. He called him out on everything, made him look really bad. And for the most part, I do believe that the majority of the things that he was saying was actually true. I don't know for sure. I don't know either of these guys. But one thing he said is that when he met Big Boy actually lied about how long he went to jail. Joey Stax had gone to jail twice for 3 years, total of 6 years. And Big Boy, he had to one-up him, said, I went to jail, to prison 8 years. And so they had something they could connect with and bond with. And Big Boy, his claim to fame first came about when he was introduced through Rich Piana to the world. You may remember years ago, Rich Piana hanging around with Big Boy. However, come to find out that Big Boy had only gone to jail for approximately 3 years, not 8. And so why would he tell him he'd gone to jail for 8 when it was only 3? Why lie? It's bad enough that you've gone to jail, but why would you want to exaggerate how long you went? Also, Joey Stax said that Big Boy, he likes to talk smack about people behind their backs. And so Joey Stax really letting him have it. And for me, probably went a little bit too far. Shouldn't say all of these things in a YouTube video public to everyone. He also said that clothing line, the shirts that he's selling, they're garbage, they fall apart couple days. And so he's really trying to hurt him financially at this point. Not to mention, he said he has a bunch of fake YouTube followers that he most likely bought his fake followers. After all, he hardly gets any views. And so do we know this for sure? It could just be that he was popular back in the day and that now he's less popular. Just because you have, for example, 1 million followers doesn't mean you're going to get hundreds of thousands of views on your videos. He also went on to say that Big Boy potentially is racist and that he might have got his money from a sugar daddy. And so to me, these are bold statements to make. And so unless you have proof, probably not the thing you should start bringing up in public. And I did watch him do a video with Cali Muscle and seemed to be getting along really good. And so I think that that's perhaps going a little bit too far. And so later on, Big Boy approaches Joey Stax in a hotel in front of a bunch of people with, of course, the camera rolling, trying to capture this on film, and challenges him to a fight. Let's man up, me against you. My boys over here, they won't jump in. It's just gonna be me against you. Big Boy is in fact a big boy, 270 pounds. Joey Stax, although not small, a lot smaller than Big Boy. And most likely, when you challenge someone to a fight, the challenger probably gonna win because they know they can take on the other person. Let's consider the other way around. If Big Boy were 170 pounds and Joey Stax were 270, do you think he would have approached him and said, hey, let's fight me and you, knowing he would get his ass kicked? Of course not. And so the aggressor, the one that wants to start a fight, usually the person that's going to be able to win this fight. And so Joey Stax says, I ain't fighting you. Why would I do that? I got a family home. I don't want to get my ass kicked or perhaps killed. Who knows what can happen in a street fight? And so he takes out a knife. That's right. He takes out an actual knife and says, this is the evener. You say you're gangster? Well, I'm gangster too. And we don't just fight if we don't think we can win. We even the playing fields. I got myself a knife. And so if you come after me, you're threatening me. I'm going to defend myself. AKA, that's self-defense. If Joey Stax agrees to fight Big Boy, let's go outside and settle this like men. And they fight. He gets his ass kicked, perhaps knocked out, perhaps killed. A lot of people die in street fights. You get knocked out, you fall, and you're dead. Happens all the time, more than people realize. And so he says, I'm not willing to do this. All I did was make a video calling you out, speaking the truth. If you don't like it, you can make a video response. Or perhaps, do we have to settle it with fists, or can we have a discussion? Let's talk about this. But no, there was no discussion. There was no talk. Let's end this with fists, and of course, the camera's rolling. And so, my opinion, this all done for views. I believe personally, this is staged to get views, media attention. Attention, whether it's negative, positive, it's still gonna have a positive impact on their brands. More people talk about it. I wasn't aware of any of this. And now I've done research and talking about it, and other people are gonna be aware. Who are these two guys? I wanna know more. And if you're actually gangster and you actually wanna beat somebody up, you don't record it. Oh, I'm going to kick your ass, do this to you, I'm going to get my revenge. You don't capture that on film and incriminate yourself. You just do it. Do it in secret. They might not even ever know. And so Big Boy is saying he claims to be all gangster, but here he is with a knife. He won't fight me like a real gangster would. I personally believe that a lot of gangsters would in fact use a knife to defend themselves against a larger opponent that they don't think they can beat. Just because you're a gangster doesn't mean you want to get your ass kicked by somebody much larger than you. And so isn't it interesting in today's society that we're actually fighting over who's more gangster? Who's gone to prison longer? Who's badder? Who's done worse things? I personally think we should be trying to be better, that we shouldn't be trying to celebrate how bad we are, the things that we can do, the bad stuff we've done in our lives. I don't think we should be celebrating that. And so depending on who you are, you're going to be on one side versus the other. Is Big Boy in the right by challenging him to a fight? Is that how real men should settle it? Well, Kenny KO says yes. This is what you should do. You should approach a guy, challenge him to a fight, somebody who said something mean about you, challenge to a fight, beat them up. Well, Kenny KO is about 6'3" and trains for boxing and could clearly handle himself in a fight. And so when you're a trained fighter, you feel comfortable that, yeah, if somebody wants to call me out, somebody doesn't like what I said, perhaps a natty or not. I said, Michael Hearn, you're a fake natty. Should Michael Hearn then say, I'm going to throw hands because you called me a fake natty? Almost all of us say Michael Hearn is a fake natty. Should Michael Hearn then go and challenge every YouTuber who's ever said he's a fake natty to a fight? And what if he did? And what if you don't want to fight back? Do you then have the right to take out a knife and use it in self-defense? I say yes. If somebody challenges you to a fight and you want to fight them and you accept, by all means, go and fight, do it. It's on you, you have that right. But if somebody challenges you to a fight for something you said and you say, I don't want to fight, they don't have the right to just go and beat the shit out of you. And so, for example, when Mike Tyson was on that plane and the guy was annoying him, I don't think that Mike had the right to go and beat the shit out of him on a plane. Yeah, the guy shouldn't be saying anything to Mike, but Mike should be trying to resolve that without beating him up. Imagine, I've done several natty or not some people. Do you think that all these people are going to walk up to me and say, I want to beat you up now? Jeff Cavalier going to approach me at a hotel and say, yeah, let's throw hands, Coach Greg. This is ridiculous. It's a video. We're talking about stuff. We have the right to talk about stuff. We don't have the right to go and beat the shit out of people over a couple of things that they said. And last I checked, as bad as something is, it's drama that's maybe there for a week. Usually a couple days, week at best. People forget very soon after. This drama that we're talking about right now, in a week, no one's going to be talking about it. They'll move on to the next thing. People go from one story to the next, and it's faster than ever before. Oftentimes, a day or two, it's over. And so should I be worried? Should I be nervous? I said Adesanya's a fake natty, light heavyweight UFC champion. Heaven forbid. Oh, I don't like Coach Greg calling me out for my gyno. Maybe I should go and kick his ass. Oh, Coach Greg, want to fight? No. You'd beat the shit out of me in 5 seconds. Oh, too bad. You have to? No. And so as you're watching the film, you clearly see a massive man who wants to fight a smaller man for calling him out. The smaller man pulls out a knife and says, I'm not fighting. Why would I fight you? I know I'm going to lose. Big Boy saying, be a man. Is being a man entering a fight knowing you're going to lose? That seems moronic to me. Why would you want to go and enter a fight with someone else who has a problem with you, knowing you have no chance to win? Why would you do that? Why would you expose yourself to all this crap? And so, yeah, it makes for good views. And a lot of people are going to disagree with me, and that's perfectly okay. Some of you are thinking, no, anyone wants to fight with you, be a man. Being a man means getting your ass kicked, even though you know you have no chance of winning. To me, being a man also involves intelligence. Just because we're men doesn't mean we're morons. And if you're smart enough to recognize the situation and say, this big guy, I'm not into getting my ass whooped by this guy, and he doesn't know how far he's going to go. But personally, I still think it's staged. I think he gets out the knife. Perhaps Big Boy and Joey Stax talked about this and said, I'll come at you, video camera, you take out a knife, I won't then fight you, because after all, he takes out the knife and they're still recording it. And this is in a public setting with a bunch of people at a hotel. Where's security? And so it takes 5 minutes. Eventually, an old man that works at the hotel comes between these guys. Is like, hey, let's move along. This is not good. And so is that what society has come to? That we simply think that we can fight whoever we want? That we make videos about people shitting on them the entire time? And we don't expect them to get mad? Of course they're going to get mad. But here's my advice. Try to work things out with words. Speak to each other. Talk. There's no reason to see more people getting hurt or potentially killed. What if they actually fought and one of the individuals was dead off of one punch? It happens. Imagine that drama. I challenged him to a fight and killed him by accident. Is that what we would want to end? Over some drama? Hopefully not. Ending it here. GregDoucette.com for coaching. Greg Doucette, IP Pro. Please check out the boops, and always harder than last time supplements. Click the link in the description. Cookbooks, training books, coaching plans by me and my team. The Circle Diet Book. Subscribe. Click the bell button. Comment for the algorithm. You can follow me at Greg Doucette, IP Pro on Instagram and my website, GregDoucette.com. Please check it out. And until next time, I am out.